Etymology and historical origin of the baby name Esteban. Esteban is the Spanish form of Stephen, which is a name that comes to us from the Bible's New Testament. Stephen is the name of the first Christian martyr in Roman Catholic tradition. The name comes from the Greek word Stephanos, meaning garland crown, since Stephen was the first disciple of Jesus to receive the martyr's crown. His story is told in Acts 6-7, wherein the apostles ordained 7 deacons to look after the care of widows and the poor, and of those chosen administrators, Stephen was the most famous. He is known for his eloquence and wisdom, which successfully gained many followers of Jesus, so much so that he attracted the notice of some very bad men. They accused Stephen of blasphemy against Moses and God in front of an assembly of men, which Stephen faced bravely. Legend has it that his face took on the formation of an angel. The men exacted the requisite ancient punishment of stoning to death. In his parting words, Stephen selflessly asks only for his enemy's salvation. "Lord, do not hold this sin against them." Acts 7 verse 60. As it turned out, Stephen's public stoning had the exact opposite effect his executioners had intended, because many Christ followers fled Jerusalem fearing for their lives to Judea and Samaria, taking with them, and subsequently spreading, a belief system that had been relatively confined to Jerusalem. As the first Christian martyr, Stephen's feast day comes right after Jesus on December 26. Like many names from the Bible, Stephen gained popularity in ancient times and on throughout the Middle Ages as people bestowed names upon their children in homage to those they revered. Today, the Spanish version of Stephen, Esteban, is popular in France and Chile. Personality of the boy named Esteban. The 3 energy is powerful and enthusiastic. These personalities are cheerful, full of self-expression, and often quite emotional. They have an artistic flair and gift of gab that makes them natural entertainers. Their joyfulness bubbles over, and their infectious exuberance draws a crowd. The 3 personality is like a child, forever young and full of delight. They are charming, witty, and generally happy people. The 3 personality lives in the now and has a spontaneous nature. 3 seem to live with a bright and seemingly unbreakable aura that attracts others to them. In turn, they are deeply loyal and loving to their friends and family. Luck also has a tendency to favor number 3s. Popularity of the boy named Esteban. Esteban has been on the U.S. male naming charts since 1925, although the name remained at very low levels of popularity and, in fact, did not really stick to the charts until the 1960s. Esteban has ever so slowly increased in usage up through the 21st century. Today the name has achieved only low to moderate levels of popularity and is certainly not a top 50 choice among Spanish-speaking Americans, nor is Esteban on Mexico's top 100 list of most popular male names. It is therefore interesting to see this name on the top 50 list in France. Esteban is a cool name, it rolls off the tongue effortlessly and gives the off an impression of confidence and strength. It takes the 2-syllable Stephen and jazzes it up to 3 syllables with an added Spanish flair. Quick facts on Esteban. Gender, boy. Origin, Spanish. Number of syllables, 3. Ranking popularity, 390. Pronunciation, Esteban. Simple meaning, garland crown, crown of victory. Characteristics of Esteban. Social, dramatic, popular, happy, communicative, optimistic, creative. Cultural references to the baby name Esteban. Literary characters of the baby name Esteban. Esteban Truba is one of the main characters in Isabel Allende's 1982 novel, The House of the Spirits, which was made into a movie in 1993, with Jeremy Irons playing Esteban. A proud and self-centered man, Esteban goes after what he wants. He wants Clara, money, and power, and he gets them all. It is the satisfaction of happiness resulting from their attainment that eludes him. Even loving his wife as he does, Esteban is violent toward her. Even possessing every material advantage and political status brings him little satisfaction. His own miserable childhood has precluded his ability to obtain peace. After a long and tumultuous life, during which he loses both his wife and his son, Esteban begins to realize the futility of his pursuits, and turns toward a more rewarding view of life. Ultimately, he redeems himself by being the agent of escape for his beloved granddaughter and her lover, and he dies with dignity. Popular songs on Esteban. A song by Panic. At the disco, I constantly thank God for Esteban.